What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? It's your boy Jax Wow and the homeboy PG the Hustle.
What's
Welcome
happening?
to the show. Glad you took some time out of your day to come chill with us on this lovely, lovely evening. Hustle.
What's
How's it
happening?
going, man?
Slow motion, man. Slow motion. Trying to warm up. Temp just dropped on us the last couple of days. I've been out there in it, man. I want to get some feeling back in my toes.
Man, you know what? Like, it was hot, like dangerously hot. And then this week, out of nowhere, it got cold again. And then we had a random pop-up like tornado situation on like Monday, Tuesday. Like, bro, like
Did
Al
y'all see the
Gore told us
meteor?
about this, man. He
Did you see
told
the
us about
meteor?
global warming, and everybody laughed at Al. And now
Facts.
look at us.
Facts.
Now
Facts.
look at us. We don't know if we coming or going.
It's shifting. It's shifting. What used to be over there is over here now, and it's just wild, bro.
Man, we ain't got no ozone layer no more. We got a sunroof. We got a
Right.
moon that we didn't let that mug all the way back. We pulling up to the sea with the roof missing, bro.
My top, lay it back, lay it back, lay it back. I like my beat down low, down low.
But other than that, how's your week been going? How's business? How's things?
Cool,
Any
man.
updates?
Cool, man. You already know. Yeah, you know we steady rolling, steady rolling. I'm trying to, we waiting, man. We waiting until everything is all the way. I don't want to come all the way out. And
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah. We get
change
close.
everything, Yeah, we super
We get close
so
to dropping some news.
we close. So I don't even want to talk about it no more because I want it to be of fruition. I don't want.
Yeah.
Sometimes the atmosphere. A lot of times, the people that be hating be so close to you. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't want to. You just got to be like, hey, working on something here. Let me just work, and then once we work, we get it on. Hey, and then that, look what I got for ya.
Yeah. And
as
as my mom would say, we don't count our chickens before the eggs hatch.
That's right. You don't. You can't do that. That's
yeah.
Did you see the meteor though?
I didn't see the meteor. What
Y'all
happened?
didn't know we got hit with a meteor yesterday?
No, where at?
Here in Ohio.
For real, everybody good?
No, we cool. It said it didn't even touch, but we heard a boom. It was like a sonic boom. Like I guess when it entered the atmosphere, that was the sound we heard. My wife was sitting there and she was like, "What is that? Thunder?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I just came home for work for a little bit for like a hot second, just to come and grab something and dip out. And I was in the back, she was up front, and I'm like, I don't know, I ain't here. You know me, I'm doing other stuff, right, paying attention to stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, might be. Evidently, that's what it was, though. It was that, and there's video from it. There's video from it. You can see it come down, and like soon as it like enters, you can see it just kind of disintegrate.
Wow.
But the boom it made, like the noise it made, was ridiculous. They said it was heard from Ohio to Pennsylvania to parts of New York.
Dang, that's crazy. So it didn't hit the big house. I mean the horseshoe.
No, it didn't hit the shoe.
Dang,
it's never gonna hit the shoe. It's never going. It knew not to hit the shoe. It was northeastern Ohio, not southern Ohio.
Man, hit the shoe, man.
No, it's not hitting the shoe.
Hit the shoe.
Don't hit the shoe, man. Don't hit the shoe. Don't hit the shoe. But supposedly NASA confirmed it, that it was a meteor. But you know what's funny though? Everybody's talking. They usually tell us when meteor showers is, or we got one coming, or this.
Yeah, we normally don't get caught off guard like that.
But you remember, you don't know. You remember now where we at now, what we got going on. So who knows? And funny coincidence. Funny coincidence is the counterintelligence security dude just resigned because he couldn't do what he couldn't bring himself to do what's been told of him to do.
Oh. So do we need to put on our tinfoil hats and go in or what?
We might. We might need to put the tinfoil.
So we
might need to start digging them bunkers out.
Oh man.
Because who knows?
Dang.
It's like he resigns, and then after that, NASA confirmed.
Yeah.
But this is supposed to be the counterintelligence dude. There's nothing to do with space, though.
Yeah, it's getting a little fishy out here, huh?
It's getting real fishy.
Getting a little fishy.
It smell like we ain't cleaned the tank in months.
Got that little green, the algae coming up on the side.
We need the algae with that catfish. We need the catfish. Go get the catfish. And it was what they go. Get the catfish. Might need to get another one because tank kind of murky.
That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. For me, man, things have been pretty decent.
Okay.
Over the last week, we talked about it last week. Tanika graduated, so we went to New Orleans last weekend. This weekend, I'm headed out of town, going to the bowling tournament in Reno. So getting prepared for that. My school, my job, my main job, UNC, they're on spring break this week, so very light in the office. And it's kind of, man, it literally be like a ghost town. Like when there's
no kids are
like they either all there or nobody there, except us. I mean, we showing up bright and early. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But we were able to I was still able to work over at Duke because they're back. So y'all seen some clips of me doing some refereeing over there, which is kind of funny. So go check that out. That's pretty cool. But other than that, how about we take on a topic or two? So I got 3 quick topics for you. We are still in NBA season. And as I was scrolling through the tickety to the talkity, ran across this article, or not really article, but ran across the commissioner talking about a possible expansion. And we're not talking about just Vegas, which has been talked about, or we're not talking about even Vegas, and then they're trying to go back to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what he's talking about here. Let me get it pulled up.
This morning about the NBA possibly expanding into Europe. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's something we've been discussing for a while, and that is having a separate league in Europe. Basketball is the number 2 sport in Europe after soccer, and there's probably 300 million fans. Many of our top players are European. Roughly 15% of the league is European players. So that the quality of basketball is amazingly, high level there. But they're
real quick. Do you think it's only 15% European players? I thought it was way more than that.
Nah, they got the stats. It's probably 15.
Okay.
We gotta take account for everybody that's everywhere else too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Everywhere else, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Commercial success really ever for a league there. Each country has its own leagues. There's something that's pan-European. So we think there's an opportunity to come in, do something pan-European, have franchises in great European capitals like Paris, London, Berlin, Madrid, etc. So the opportunity is there. It's something we're looking very closely at with our owners right now. We've been out in the marketplace talking to some of the well-known soccer clubs who also field basketball teams, some of the biggest sports brands in the world. So there's tremendous interest. So it's something sort of in the next few months we're going to sort out. But I think there's a very good chance we're going to move forward with something there.
Your thoughts?
I don't know, man. Like I'm all for it, but I think they should collaborate with the European League that's already there.
Okay.
Instead of Yeah,
Because they
instead
have
of
their own personal little leagues and pro teams there.
yeah, of course. Where else will we get the players from?
Yeah.
They have
But
their own league. Like what they're doing is trying to monopolize their own pocket. They're trying to
Yeah.
monopolize the US's pocket overseas,
yeah.
which is basically going to draw away from the European League. There is a thing as such called the European League. He
Yep.
just wants the NBA in Europe, NBA Europe. Like he should merge it and help them and bring that with them instead of just, oh, I'm just gonna take a league. We're just gonna build a whole new league over here. Because that's it's like what just like forget what y'all doing over here. Forget this league y'all have for so many years. How did it get to be the number one, the number two behind soccer? They're not watching USA basketball, they're watching European basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
The two things I'm like, one, that's so American of us to just go somewhere else and just set up shop, despite what you already got going on.
Sounds very Trumpish.
Now that's also cool. Now here's the other kicker that I was thinking about when I was seeing this is, are you now gonna not allow your 15, 16-year-old to play professional ball anymore like we do in the US? Because if you do that, now you could control the narrative. So like your Luka Doncic, your Jokers, your folks who've been playing ball, not really in college, but playing ball since they're like 16, 17 years old against adults, like getting it in. Now you take that away because now you're in the NBA, which just means you got to be, I think is 19 or at least 1 year of college or something like that.
Just 1 year of college.
1 year of college, or you have to go overseas like Ball did. Play for got the team. He played
whoever,
for,
play for whoever and then come back.
So I don't know. You know, if you want to put on a tinfoil hat and kind of talk about the conspiracy of it all, is he trying to shut down the European from being as strong and as popular they are before they fully take over our NBA in America? Or is he, like you said, just trying to monopolize basically the world and stamp the NBA on it?
Well, he's just monopolizing another country where he sees dollar signs over there for the NBA. It has nothing to do with European League taking over our league. They're not going to take over our league. They're not going to take over the NBA. That's not going to happen. But they will take over their own country. They can gain their own hype in their own country and bring revenue to their own country if it's done right. But he sees a way to do it and put the money in his pocket. Because he didn't, in none of that clip did I see that he was going to join forces with the EB. I think it's called the EBA or EB, whatever it is, European Basketball Association, whatever. Yeah. He didn't say nothing about merging with them or helping them or none of that. He just said, we gonna go create our own thing over there.
Now the one thing I will add, and this is a perfect segue into our second clip.
All right.
He got problems inside of the NBA that he needs to iron out before we take this thing on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like sweep around your own front door before you come sweep around mine. So he has been on record in the public, in the media, especially around All-Star time, talking about teams tanking. They keep tanking, and we're gonna levy issues and levy penalties and take draft picks away. There's no real way to really gauge if a team is tanking, other than your star player does not have a doctor's note, so he's not playing. He got soreness on the knee, so he's not playing. And now you putting, 18th man out there on the floor getting scraped up because we know he ain't gonna take us to win. However, one of the great players in the NBA, Shaq, had this to say. Let's see.
Very simple.
Jack, how would you address tanking in the NBA?
It's very simple.
Okay.
The teams that don't make the playoffs, the week before playoff starts, you make them play in a tournament, and whoever wins that tournament gets the number one pick. No more draft balls and all that. The East plays the West, and the worst teams, they play in a round-robin tournament. You make them play back-to-back. Whoever wins that tournament gets the first pick. You want the first pick in this tournament.
What if they took draft picks away from, say, the Utah Jazz? I mean, Adam Silver said he's up for anything. Would that be fair?
To me, it's a thin line between tanking and the other word, the PS word. You know, how can you really say a team is tanking? You know, you may do load management and all that stuff, but I'd rather say teams are not playing hard. Like when you say tanking, that's just, you know, that gets kind of, you know, fishy with the word.
All right, what you think?
I like it.
I do like it as well.
I
like
think it'll be more efficient.
I like it as well because we get more basketball. Because we get more basketball that is fully competitive. If you knew after the 10th game that it's not an automatic that you're going to get the number one pick, you're going to play hard. Now, the problem lies is if you are on the outside looking in on the bubble and you got the play-in situation and you lose the play-in, now you got to turn around and fight for it. Because if you lose the play-in, that means you didn't make the playoffs. So that means that you were on a cusp of not getting a high draft pick anyway. But now you go to the play to the secondary tournament where you got to play as hard as you can to try to get one. So that team that's not very great at the top, that's like in the middle of the pack, I think it can kind of hurt those guys because, you know, and then you got to talk about the markets of the team. So your Bostons versus your Memphis. You got to talk about your LA versus OKC.
But
you
remember, talk about if they're in the playoffs, they're not included in this.
Right, but I'm just talking about, let's say, like, let's just say Memphis is on the outside looking in, right? And then they're not able to hey, what's up, man?
Drink.
If they're not able to
what up, my boy?
If they're not able to make the playoffs, then they got to roll to this secondary one, and then it's a round robin. So now we playing back to back to back. Right. I like it, but I just think that team in the middle might experience some trouble.
We chilling, man. We chilling, man. What's going on with you? We got to get you in here. We got to get you in here live.
Yeah.
Man.
So party gang, hit us up. We got to get your story, man. We had you on the docket. You had some situations pop up. Shout out to them. But we need to get you back. The link is still open. Hit it and come on back. So
the only thing, so going back to that though, the only thing I definitely agree. The only thing that I think that sounds good, but the only concerns I have, one is, and well, actually two, which is going to back what you were talking about, but I'm gonna go with my first one first. The first concern I have is injuries.
Oh yeah,
because not only have you just played a whole season, but now you're getting ready to try to turn it up so your team can get a better pick. So now you're going to try to play extra hard, and it's a one and done.
Yep.
So if y'all then got together as a team and was like, yo, we need this guy, we need this first round pick, let's get it, we gonna win this. Then they're gonna be going hard, but y'all aren't the only ones having that conversation. Other teams are gonna be having that conversation too. So that brings about injuries. That's the first one. Second observation that I had is that, this sounds good and all, but we're only talking about the top. Mm-hmm. What about the middles and the bottoms? How do we decide who gets what then? you're still going to have a lottery. You're still going to have some kind of order or a system where those teams that got eliminated from the play-in or whatever you want to call it, technically, whatever we're going to call this thing, the draft in, call it the draft in for lack of better words, because play-in is already taken. Yeah, play-in is already taken. If we say play-in, then we talking about the actual play, which we're not. We're talking about the draft in. So the draft in, what about the guys that fought? What about the people that just got blew out? That didn't make it. Now, you mean they just get bottom of the barrel? Like, I mean, but what order does that fall in? Like, we can't just, it has to be some kind of, that's why the lottery is there, because it has to be a toss up, because every team has to have a spot. You can't just say, okay, the rest of the teams fight for the best person or the best draft pick, and then the rest, well, we don't care about everybody else. That hasn't even been situated yet. The lower team, that has to be situated by who gets what.
I wonder if they'll do it like an AAU tournament where if you win, you're number one. If you played the winner, you'll be number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on. Like, the way you play puts you in that link. I mean, I don't know.
Get it, but a tournament most of the time, I get it. So the tournament most of the time, for one, if it's in the NBA, it's going to be double. It's going to be double bright. It's going to be one on East, one on West. It's got to be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So there are going to be people. There are going to be teams that fall by the wayside, like get blue. I mean, they might be playing their hardest, but they just ain't got it. They weren't tanking. They just don't have it.
They just don't have it.
So you mean in theory, they'll never get anybody good.
Never.
So they'll be stuck at the bottom.
Some of those teams, like I said, is in a bad, let's call it market, because some people don't want to go to Memphis. Some people don't want to go to Canada. Some people don't want to go there. So those teams almost have to get a high draft pick, because whether you want to come here or not,
we need to attract revenue. Yeah, we got to get you. We got to put butts in
because you're not going to be able to get nobody just off the street in a free agency. We can have all the money in the world in Canada. We could be swimming like Scrooge McDuck. I ain't going.
Udonis Haslem was the last great walk-on.
Who was?
Udonis Haslem was the last great walk-on.
Yeah.
I ain't seen one since.
Man, you seen Leonard went there for a year, won a chip, and got up out of there?
Got out of Canada.
Got up out of there.
Out of Canada. Thank you.
All right. Our last little topic here before we bring our guest on. This is a doozy. This is a doozy. So we'll talk about this. I'm just gonna play it, and then we'll get into it.
All right, let's get it.
This is our head chef. He is the what is his name? What is he?
Pete Hegseth.
Yeah.
What is Hegseth, bag?
Ain't he the defense?
Something thing.
Head of the defense.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. He had great words to say about the Straits of Hormuz.
Iran not do that. The only thing prohibiting transit in the Straits right now is Iran at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that. The only.
All right, it's open. He is saying so. If you've been under a rock, guys, I'm gonna put it up real quick. The Strait of Hormuz. All right, let's see here. Let me share this tab. All right, here we go. Quick little history lesson here. This is that little section right there, that little loop-de-loop right here in this sector. It's the Horn of Hespeth. right? The Strait of Hormuz. You must get products through the shipping lanes through this area in order to make money, right? You got all these people coming out of there. You know, they got contracts with the US, they got contracts with Europe and other parts of the world, but they gotta get it through this little horn here. And this is what he said about that. Hold on.
It is open for transit should Iran not do that. The only thing prohibiting transit in the Straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that.
Just ridiculous.
How we shouldn't say stupid. We shouldn't say that. But really, how dumb can we really be?
Incompetent is a smarter word.
What is he talking about? Why would he go on the public and say that? Like, really, dude? Like, okay, there's a war going on, there's fighting going on. Our shipping area, which we need in order to ship products in and out of that area, is that little horn, that little hook around, bust that left, right? They're fighting and they're shooting at the shipping containers that are being shipped. They're shooting rockets at it. So, yes, sir, it's not closed. However, sir, if you want to make it there and back alive, you probably don't want to go there right now. So it is closed in theory. Is it not, Puzzle? Is it closed?
Oh,
I mean, I get it's open, but it's closed.
No, it's closed. It's closed. But this is what the administration does. This is what this administration does, man. I'm like, this is it. I'm just baffled. Well, I think we talked about this before. I'm just baffled and wonder when people gonna stop believing the lies.
Yeah. When
people are just gonna be like, hey, everything this man says, or anybody that under him, anybody he directs to say things is a load of crap. It's full of crap.
Full of
colostomy bag.
Because the thing is this. So last week before the students went on spring break, I ask them random questions all the time because they use it so fluently, and they use this word gaslight. And I was like, I hear it all the time, but I said, I'll be honest with y'all. That's not a word I kind of grew up with. So I don't.
No, we didn't.
And y'all use it so often. Can somebody explain it? This is the literal definition of gaslight. No, it's not closed. You might get shot up, but it's not closed. Go on over there. That is gaslighting. Would you agree?
A form of it, yeah. A form of it. Definitely. Most definitely.
Like, brother, please give me a break, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's the administration, man.
That concludes Hot Topics for today.
Yeah.
We got sponsors. We are sponsored by W Energy. Can you talk to us about W?
Hey, man, no jitters, all focus, all natural. Go get you a can, man, for real.
Look at this thing. It looks nice.
Beautiful. It tastes even better. We took a spin through the website a couple episodes back. So many new flavors, new ones added daily. Matter of fact, I am going to grab my next one that I'm going to do is the milk one. Like I said, I was cookies and cream. Yeah, I want to try that one because I had the sample and I liked it. I had a sample. Yeah, when they sent me out my stuff, they sent me some samples and stuff.
And you ran it with the milk or you ran it with the water?
No, milk. You gotta run those you do with milk. Those you gotta do milk. Yeah, that because it's a milkshake. It's a milkshake. Yeah, the other ones is just energy drink. Regular these regular ones are energy drink, just regular just regular energy drink. It's like juice.
Okay.
It tastes. It's not carbonated. This one is push and punch. So this one's like fruit punch.
Okay.
And I put ice in it, my shaker, shake it up on the go, out the door, going to work, and focus all day. No jitters. My numbers ain't off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And no
important.
crash either. Like no crash because it's natural. It's like having a cup of coffee. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the coffee bean fruit extract that's used.
So shout out to W Energy for sponsoring the show. If you would like to get some, go ahead and get some at PG the Hustler for 10% off your entire cart. 10% off
full cart.
Your entire cart. So fill it up. And then roll over to our website, blackmoneymedia.live.com. Hit that hamburger stack, you feel me? And get over to the Redeployment Podcast and get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie. You know that code circle back on us. So I hope you ain't put no hoodies back up.
Right.
You remember, did y'all ever do that? We used to have summer clothes and winter clothes.
I remember that.
Put them up in the attic.
Yep.
And then you go in it. Now, in theory, you probably outgrew those clothes, right?
Sometimes you did. Yeah, you did. You might put that jacket on and them wrists was exposed.
Boy, take your freeze. Bro, you go in there to get your blood pressure ran. They like, don't worry about taking that off. I can get all that.
We got it right here. No need to lift your sleeve, sir. We got it right here.
We got it right here. So please go check out get you some goods there. We also got some other things on the horizon. We got the relaunching, the rebranding, if you will, of Elbow Grease. It's still out. He's still making it. Still coming out. So, and then we got just our other shows as well. Like we got other shows.
Yeah. Real out. Game, No Gimmick podcast. Hotter Shots podcast. Hotter Shots show.
Okay.
It's a trivia show. It's basically like a fun trivia show. Teams. And we just have fun. If you miss the answer, you take a shot or you eat something hot. But the trick is, whoever chooses, both partners have to do it. There is no, I'm going to take a shot, I'm going to eat the hot wing or take a hot. The sauces are usually like diabolical. We have them labeled, like we have one, you got to take a waiver, you got to sign with one. Waiver, atomic joints.
That sounds fun. I got to watch that show.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
Y'all shoot it live or y'all shoot it
we do a live version, but we're getting ready to put it out show style. So we got a brand new venue that we're getting ready to shoot. We're actually trying to order. I had a wedding this past week, but I had a wedding to go to. We're trying to film this week, but we're going to probably be filming next week or the week after. So it will be coming soon, like the first official show. We did a test run a couple weeks ago. Actually last month we did a test run and it worked out perfect. Clips of that is up now. Man, it's just fun. It's just fun. Like we just having fun with this, man. We just having fun with making content and making stuff, new things that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stuff that people like, have fun watching. So have fun playing along with us. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And if you want to catch me, my show, I got 3,000 questions with your boy Jax. I got just random, just content going crazy. So hit us up, man, and plug in with us. But without any further to do, nothing more to talk about, we got an amazing guest today. She is coming in, born in Detroit, Michigan. She is she's in Columbia, Tennessee. This is my mother. Say hello to Madre.
Hey. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Let's get you some applause. There you go.
Okay.
So, just tell us a little about yourself. Just introduce yourself and go right on in.
First, I know Hot Topics is over, but I was sitting up here in the green room. I'm like tripping, and I gotta respond.
Okay.
To a couple things. Well, one was you talking about going to where you going to Vegas, Reno?
Okay, go back. We had blanked out for a second.
Oh, okay.
Hustle, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, go back. So tell us, start over.
So I know Hot Topics is over, but I had to address two things.
Okay.
You said you flying out to Reno, right?
Flying to Reno. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You better be getting on that at the airport now. like get your stuff together. Because see, we was
after the show, go.
Yeah, right after the show. Let's go. Get in that line. I was in New Orleans with them last weekend.
Yeah.
2.5 hours in the line, and I missed my flight back to Nashville. Yeah. So I'm just like, no, but on the real note.
Well, hold on. Before you move on, now I have been telling you, my lovely dear mother, for years to get TSA pre-check, because do you know me and my entire family went from the front door to our gate in less than 45 minutes.
Okay.
They almost ushered us right on in there. Like, excuse me, sir, you supposed to be in the parking lot. Let's let this family through. Excuse me.
Ballers have it like that.
Oh, and they like lifted us and like carried us to our seat, sat us down and gave us blankets. And then the flight attendant was giving us grapes.
I'm done. I've had enough of this.
It's $89 and it works for 5 years.
Okay. Divide 5 kids into 89. Clock it. Send that money. Clock it. Send that money.
She hit you with it.
Send that money. No.
Right.
No, but for real, I was gonna go today, but I got caught up with we both retired, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Got caught up with your dad. We was watching TV and watching these news programs, and I had to watch his blood pressure because he be getting hot, and he need to stop watching this stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's move to what the man said. It's open for transit. Are you crazy? Like, are you really? So what you want to do? Play Russian roulette? Like,
technically, he's not wrong. He's just not all the way right.
Right. Back in my day, they called that a lie.
A lie, right?
Right up to the bone lie. Okay. Now, I had to address that.
Get that out.
No, I had to get that out. Get that out.
Yes,
get that out.
Thank you.
Okay. So where are you from? What you do? All that good stuff.
All right. So I'm from the D, but I'm in the Nashville area now, in a little small town called Columbia, Tennessee. Had to move 5 kids to Tennessee because Detroit wasn't happening for them and their education and all that stuff. So I'm in Tennessee. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I retired in December and will start a new job on April the 6th. Let me tell you, I've been home for 90 days and it ain't hitting it.
It ain't for you?
It ain't for me.
So retirement life, coming home, doing some little here, a little there, a little gardening,
No,
fixing the place up,
no.
repainting, remodeling, none of that for you?
I'm not domestic, and I'm not for all this cleaning and gardening and all that stuff. Not for me. Not for me.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I am going to be going back to work.
Okay.
I have worked for 52 years, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm a licensed clinical social worker, so I'm going to be doing some therapy with some folks. The people I want to address are my elderly, and of course my veterans, and some young adults, if they're willing to kind of work on doing some things. A lot of people in therapy don't want to do homework and not give out homework.
Yeah. That's a huge part of the therapy.
Right. Is doing the homework. We kind of talked about this a little bit. I've worked with veterans in probably every job that I've had, and I pulled up my resume, and just to give you a little idea, I've worked in a medical center, I've worked at the VA, and we're going to talk about that for a minute. I worked this is all hospitals. I worked with hospice compassion, and I was a hospice social worker. And I worked very closely with the VSO, the Veteran Service Officer. We was like thick as thieves. And it hurts my heart. He was killed in a motor vehicle accident, but we were tight. I've worked again with the elderly, done some home health. I had Real Talk Counseling, which was a private practice. So I saw people there. I've worked at Rolling Hills Hospital, which is a psychiatric facility. I've worked at state of Tennessee for probation and parole.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've also owned Grandma's Place, which was very dear to my heart. That was a daycare, and I started trying to do 24 hours, and it kind of didn't work because people didn't want to pay.
But the idea itself is very good.
Yeah,
the idea itself is excellent.
It's because I've seen people at Walmart's at 11, 12 when they used to be open 24 hours a day. And I often wondered how many of those kids was at home with nobody to care for them.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
So that's kind of, and if I could touch, this is a safe space, right?
Of course.
I did work for the VA, and I'm not going to say which location I was at, but I will tell you I left there and I was making bank some years ago, $99,000 a year.
Whoa!
And I worked 7 months, and then I walked away from it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I had veterans, homeless veterans, that would come in there and they had nothing to eat. And I'm the social worker, right? And we got a refrigerator in the back, and they have boxes. And do you know, I used to take a tray or anything that was kind of big and hold a box up under it so I could sneak it out to that veteran in the lobby. Because he's coming here too much for too many boxes.
Ah, brother.
Had another incident where I had a veteran, and she was been homeless, and she been coming in the lobby, and I worked overnights. So she would come in the lobby, and the security would want to kick her out. So so many times I would say, look, sit in this corner. Don't bother nobody. And in the morning, I got you a bus ticket. I think she was going to Chicago. I got you a bus ticket going to Chicago, worked it out. But you're going to have to, they don't want you in this building. So you just have to sit tight. Don't bother nobody. That woman was sitting there, I never will forget it, sitting there with her Bible in hand, just sitting there reading in the corner, waiting for the morning to come so I could get her to get her bus ticket from the shelter.
Wow.
The Nashville mission. And security threw that woman out.
Man.
I kept saying, she not bothering. No, she ain't supposed to be on the premises. She ain't supposed to be on the premises. And so many things happen. I could talk all night.
Yeah.
But the main thing that made me say, I'm out, was when a woman came for dialysis and she went to the cafeteria and she stole a veteran. She stole a biscuit. And they was going to arrest her and take her down to the federal building.
A biscuit?
A biscuit.
A biscuit?
Like, wait. So we talk about like just regular biscuit. It wasn't nothing on it, or like a sausage biscuit, sausage, egg, and cheese.
Took a plain biscuit.
Oh no, that's
I went off so bad they could hear me in the ER because that's where I worked at. And some of the staff came and they said, don't worry about it, this and that. I said, you know what? I got to go. Yeah. I was getting good money. Now, had I had my kids at home, maybe I would have tried to work it out. But all my kids is grown and gone.
Right.
So
you said so wasn't nothing holding you there.
Wasn't nothing holding me there.
You couldn't have that on your conscience knowing you was working for people like that.
And when I came home and I told my husband, I said, I just cannot. He said, leave, you're not happy. You know, God has always taken care of us, so we would be all right.
Right.
So I had to leave. Veterans they're to my heart, not just because I have family members that are veterans, but these people, I'm not gonna sign up to go and do that military
and drive through the straits. You're not gonna sign up to drive through the straits. They just doing it. It's still open, bro.
It's open.
It's open. We just gonna drive. We just gonna bend that corner. We gonna get through little shit, man. We gonna get up out there.
I tip my hat to my veterans.
Now before you go further, we gotta go back. Just a little bit. I want you to take us back to 2002, where you got the word that I was going to the military. Can you tell the folks what that?
He trying to get.
Yeah, he caught you off guard because he didn't tell you nothing about that, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, this is the show because we gotta hear from perspective when you're about to send your kids off to the military. We got these parents out here got to hear this. So you tell us, give us some advice.
Okay, so now I'm gonna take them back a little bit. Because see, you put it out there. You know how you in court and the mask, but Your Honor, they put it out there. Okay, you put it out there. So this young man,
third grade, bro. We about to go to third grade.
No, we. Oh, you want to? Okay.
No.
Yeah, let's go there. Parents, let's go here. My child was acting up so bad in school, clowning, not getting just clowning. He got everybody laughing, everything.
Right, everything funny.
They just couldn't handle it.
P, that's what you doing?
That's what I'm doing.
No, this guy.
I'm helping. Yeah, I'm helping.
Yeah. I was working part-time, right? So I said to all the kids, I said, my job is gonna be up at that school. I said, so I can't work part-time. So if y'all ain't getting no extras, look to your boy. My job was up at that school, and it wasn't third, this was fifth. Wasn't this fifth?
Yeah.
My job was up at that school. I told him I'd be there every day. I might not come in the morning, I might not come in the afternoon, and it might be right for time for you to leave, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Belt in hand, huh?
And the kids would tell him, James, you know your mama going to be up here.
Uh-huh.
There's a little story at third, but I'm for the lack of time, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
And he graduated high school, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, but prior to him, right before he graduated, he left his lunch money. I go up to the school. I was working nights. I go up to the school. I want y'all to know this man had an entourage walking behind him. An entourage of kids. Like, I don't know if they was lined up or what in a single file, but then when he seen me, he goes in the office with me. He told the people in there, let's get some work done around here. To the office staff. This is the kind of dude I'm dealing with.
You in the 5th grade?
No, this is when he was in high school.
Oh, this is high school. Okay.
Yeah. So we got him through high school.
Don't be asking no follow-up questions, man.
I need all of them.
And I got it. We get him through high school. He decides he want to go to college. Now, we didn't have a little debate about this. He says it was 2. I said it was 3, but maybe it was just a 2. We done paid, put him in an apartment at Vol State. Then that didn't work out. Then we done paid and put him in a house with 3 other dudes, paying the rent and all of that. He just wasn't getting it. I don't know if it was them girls, them hanging out. This boy wore a red suit to one of the proms. So if that tell you anything about him.
He thought, it tells me everything.
He was the thing.
Tells me everything. Uh-huh.
His dad said, young man, you got 2 choices. You're going to get a full-time job or you're going to the military like I went to the military.
Mm-hmm.
He signed up for the Air Force. We took him to Nashville. He signed up and all of that. We got back in that truck and we didn't leave for about 2 hours. Him and his dad, we was crying our eyes out.
Oh, man.
In the truck. Lord, what have we done?
See, the thing is, parents, sometimes your kids will call your bluff. Because I really know the play probably was to go get you a full-time
job. Right.
But then, as she said, if you leave it out there, Your Honor, he brought it up. So I was like, I hit the recruiter up because I had been talking to him. And I think around the same time, and I told this story, but around the same time where Pops was having that conversation with me, I had ran the phone bill up at the house I was staying, talking to a girl who had went to jail. It was about $800.
Yes, I remember that.
I done stopped paying for the little whip I had that my mom then swiped on her credit card, so I done ran that up. So I was like, look, man, if one more bad thing happened to me, I'm just going to do like Pop said and go to the military. And sure enough, if the girl didn't go to the penitentiary, I said, well,
that's all you
that's
needed.
one more bad thing. I'm out. So I ended up calling home and it's like, hey, I because we had the conversation, but I called home and I was like, I need to come back home, but wait. I got a date. I'll leave on this date. I need y'all to drop me off. I need to put my stuff. I just don't want to pay no more rent over here if I know I'm leaving. I still have my job at Vanderbilt. So I worked up there until it was time for me to leave. I just need to lay my head down. I ain't gonna be before you long. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so it was cool. They let me come back, but that moment was real, man, where, you know, as soon as you raise that hand, you gone.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And it was almost like, as soon as you raised your hand, it felt like we immediately got on the bus. All right, you said it.
Your mind was kind of quick too.
On the bus.
Boy, and I was tore up. I'm telling you, and your dad will kill me, but about a couple of months ago, we was sitting, you know, today we was looking at pictures. A couple of months ago, we was looking at pictures with your hand up. And he was like, I can't talk about it.
All right. So fast forward, right? This is funny to me, but it ain't funny to her. So fast forward, we in the Air Force. We go to my first or second deployment. Now, it was a huge thing in the Air Force to when you go out on a mission or teams go out, they give the pilots a flag and they fly it over the whatever mission they was on. You get it back, you get a certificate. This flag flew over X, Y, and Z in this mission, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, man, this is a cool little idea. So I packed that mug up and sent it to my mom's. Now, I ain't even called her beforehand. Man, she opened that flag and she don't cuss no more. But when I called, she wouldn't even talk to me. My pop said, hey, man, I don't know. Why would you send the flag? I said,
right.
Oh, no, it's the thing
what was
to
you
do.
Thinking?
No, son, no. That's not something you said. No, but I'm on the phone. So, yeah. So
I still don't mess with that. I still, like, I honor the flag and all of that. But I just, why would you do that?
Yeah, I know it's
So if you're in the military,
he didn't know. He didn't know.
If you're in the military and you think that's a good idea, let's tell you right now, that is not a good idea.
That is not a good idea.
It's only one time that happens, and we won't
do it in person where you can explain it.
Right.
Because you know, when we in Iraq and all that, we can't call every day. So but yeah, so okay, so went through the military. You got all your master's degrees and all those degrees, and then you got a doctorate. Can you talk us through the doctorate process and why you decided to go that far?
So in counseling, you have to meet people where they're at. So a lot of people don't have, they're not Christians, or they don't believe in the Lord or whatever. But then you have the other people who do. They believe in the Lord, or they feel like God has failed them in some type of way. And so I always felt I need to know more. You know, I would consider myself a Christian. I've always been to church and you know, but I needed to know the Lord a little more. But I thought, okay, because my doctorate degree is in Christian counseling. So 2 years of going through the Bible. And
that's good.
How do you relate crisis situation with God? How did God let this happen to me? Or why would God let this happen to me? And having to learn how to counsel people who have that question. Or if you have somebody to come in and they want to pray.
Okay.
How do you pray? Also in my job and working in the hospital, on the weekends, I was the only hospice person. The palliative care people weren't there. No other social workers was there. I was that weekend person. And so a lot of times I had to go up to critical care, and you go in, you got a room full of people needing to pray for their loved ones. How do you pray? How do you pray? If you pray, Lord, heal this person, that might be what you want to say. But when somebody's in critical care and you got a family, the most you might want to say is, Lord, help them to accept your will. What's your will? You never say, Lord, heal this person, because we don't know. And we're all going. I hate to think about it, but we're all going. And so you got to be cognizant of people and the people you're around. And so that's why I basically wanted to do it for myself, to learn the Bible more, or other interpretations of the Bible. And I tell you what, when I was in my program, everybody, and I don't know if this is political correct or not, but this is a safe space. Everybody in my program was a Republican, and they were rah-rah for Trump. And I was the total opposite. So we had some thoughts about that, and they were taking a trip and going to Washington. This was the first time he was in there. And I was like, no, I'm not buying that ticket. They was going on the bus and all that. So that was issue there as well. But when I see people I want it to be a safe space, and if they want to pray, let's pray. If they want me to hold their hand, we can hold hands, And again, I needed more to be the best counselor I could be.
That's awesome. So that segue into you being a social worker, and then elevating that into a counselor, and then elevating that to Christian counseling. So now I feel like you can pretty much tap all areas of a person's needs.
Very throw case management in that little scenario.
Case management too. Yep.
Yeah. I am very well-rounded. And let me tell you, people, I'm 68 years old. For me to say, pat myself on the back, that took me being in my social work program. I graduated 22 years ago as a social worker. And before I went in that program, I couldn't pat myself on the back. I had a lot of traumas in Detroit. I'm an adult child of an alcoholic. I have all my brothers were alcoholics or addicts, all of them. All my uncles, and my father had like 12 brothers and sisters. So I come from a long line of alcoholics and addicts, all kind of physical abuse, sexual abuse. And my son said, I don't cuss anymore. I'll tell you, this is not funny, but when my father, old friends, would try to mess with me or something, I would cuss them out for real and take a glass Coca-Cola bottle and put it up to their neck and say, I will cut your throat. I'm not going to be a victim of that. I was not going to be a victim. And so I have a lot of resiliency in me. And where do I challenge that? I challenge it in social work. And I tell people, you can you can. Because if I can, you can.
So basically, you're telling them not what you heard, but what you know.
What I know. What I
and
know.
that's good. And that's good.
What I
So
know.
social worker, best kind of advice.
yeah. So now with getting to that point now, I believe you probably got an infinite amount of resources you could provide for us.
And
However,
I brought some with me. One I want to say, because I don't have a paper for it, but I want, if you could, I don't know if y'all can put it online or if people can just write it down. It is very, very easy. It's called Find, FIND, help, HELP .org.
findhelp.org.
And guess what? That's national.
Okay.
You go to that website and they might ask you a few questions, but the main thing, you put in your zip code. And I was playing with it because I thought it was just Tennessee, but I was playing with it and I did 27703. I think that's your zip code.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah.
Look at the, you just put in what you need: food, housing.
Wow.
Whatever. So that's a main one that I want to make sure that people have.
And you said, there it is. Findhelp.org. Very good.
Yep.
So I asked you before the show if you could give us, you already gave us one. So give us 6 more resources that can help us, whether we're talking about a veteran, where we're talking about somebody in a dangerous situation, where we're talking about whatever you feel like is important that most people don't know. And what we are going to do is we're going to schedule to come on this program at least once a month to reiterate these resources that can help folks get along. So however you want to do it, greatest to least or least to greatest, but give us breakdown about 6 more of those bad boys.
Okay, so the next one is not so much a place or a website, but if you are a veteran, let's say you're a newly veteran, and you can Google this, but in your town, you need to find your VSO officer.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Veteran Services Officer.
Mm-hmm.
They have your information. And in our town, like here in Murray County, we have a Veterans Memorial Building, and that's where the VSO officer is stationed.
Okay.
In Nashville, the VSO, they have several. They have about 5 or 6. They're all in the VA hospital.
Okay.
So if you're walking out and you're first deployed and you really don't know, I know they give them a lot of handouts and stuff, but the first person you want to make yourself familiar with is your VSO officer. VSO.
Okay. And you're right. You're 100% right. When we're leaving the military, man, listen, we get stacks and stacks of paper, and it's basically like information through a fire hose. It's so much to take in, we can't even get it all. And then depending on how you're leaving the military, some of that stuff goes by the wayside because it's like, forget this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Until you need it.
So even if they feel like this, forget this, I'm out, I don't want to know nothing else. If they don't know nothing else, they don't care about nothing else, find your VSO, because your VSO has equipment, durable medical equipment, like if you need a wheelchair, a walker, whatever, your VSO. Your VSO can help with if you need more time, or like your disability. Let's say you got 75% disability and you want that other 25%. Start with your VSO. Your VSO will help with let's say when I was doing hospice and I was working in conjunction with the VSO here, we did aid and assistance. I don't know if y'all familiar with that term, but aid and assistance, if you have a percentage, you can get somebody in the home. You fill out the aid and assistance paperwork, and then I get so excited about resources, man.
I see you about to explode over there. Calm down. Calm down. Take a breath.
But you know, in hospice, I've had where I went in the home. I'm the hospice social worker, and the patient was a veteran. So the VSO, I would hook him up with the VSO, and they would get him aid and assistance or help navigate. Seeing with the veteran system, which I had to learn, the VA, the veterans is a whole system by itself. It's like, you know, even in the VA, you know what they talk. If you work in the hospital, they call the regular people the community. Oh, you can go to a community doctor.
I heard that just the other day when I was at the
VA. They're called community. So the VSO, that's 2.
Okay. So that's 2.
There's another organization, and we have one right here in my town. I when I saw patients in the hospital, I made out a sheet, and I put the VSO and their phone numbers and stuff. And then I also put Operation Stand Down. Have y'all heard that term?
I haven't heard that.
Y'all are veterans. Come on.
That's why we got you. That's why we got you on, so we can
That's a resource for all veterans. Type in Operation Stand Down.
Okay.
And they should be worldwide.
Okay.
Now veterans can get their cars repaired. And I don't know if this is local to Tennessee, but I'm going to give you the website. It's a long one. It's called Working Cars or WorkingFamilies.org.
Working Cars
or WorkingFamilies.org.
That's a good one. Now, is that for the number 4 or FOR?
FOR.
Okay.
And then let's see. Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities.
Now, the only one I have is Catholic Charities of Tennessee. But there, and I can give you, let me go ahead and give you that phone number, and then if it's in your state or your area, they can help, they can direct you. That's a 615 area code 352-3087. I'm gonna go back to my.
This is good.
I have tons. I'm just trying to. Here's a good one. Okay, veterans can get home loans and housing assistance grants.
Okay.
And this is a very long website, so y'all just kind of work with me. It's HTTPS semicolon, and then the 2 //. Then you got www.va.gov/housing, HOUSING, and then there's a little slash in the middle, housing assistance. And then it says it's the number sign. And it says how, HOW, a little sign, a little slash, do, and then another slash, I, and then another slash, get, and then another slash, help.
Okay.
So, but it's va.gov if you want to try just looking on that. They have all kind of different loan types. Then here's a big one that can I get VA financial counseling to help avoid foreclosure? If you're a veteran or a surviving spouse of a veteran, will provide counseling even if your loan isn't a VA direct or a VA backed loan.
Okay.
And I have that website, which is HTTPS, and then the backslash, semicolon, 2 backslashes, www.va.gov backslash housing and a little dash assistance. There's also the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and I have a phone number for that.
Okay.
That's 888-995-4673. And they provide foreclosure counseling 24/7.
Okay.
Give us that number one more time.
Sure. 888
Okay.
995 4673.
That's good. That's good.
Let's see.
Let's go two more. Two more,
man. Y'all have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. We gonna have once a month. We'll have you on, and you could just keep going with these. Because I assume there may be questions. This goes in the library of Facebook. This also goes into our Spotify. So if somebody's listening later and they have questions, we'll be able to bring you on again. And if they have questions, we'll send them your way. That way, when you come back, you can answer them.
Yeah. And I wanna say this, and I should have said this at first. If any of these resources, I really need your help. If any of these resources are not working, I need to know. Yeah. Because one of the things I said as I retired, I really have thousands of resources, and it was going to take months, years to make sure all of them are correct. Because one thing I really hated doing is giving resources and somebody call and it don't be correct. That messes with me.
Sometimes you can't help it either because
because they move or shut down. And then with the government shutdown, sometimes it gets cut because they under that same umbrella. And then sometimes those programs get sunset. So, but I'm writing these down as well, and I'll go and do a courtesy check on top of us trying to see about some funding, if you know what I mean.
You can, just do it.
Yeah.
Now, my next one, this is very important, and I probably should have started this one first. Veterans Crisis Line. I want to make sure that they have crisis information. The new crisis number is 988 and press 1. You just dial the 988, press 1, and you will talk to a person. I will say that.
Wait, 988 on our regular cell phone?
Oh yes, that is. You dial. For a regular emergency is 911.
Oh,
but for a veteran, it's 988.
Wow. Now that might be the I didn't know that was a thing. To tell you the 100%
for a while.
You knew about that?
Yeah. About the crisis line? What?
Ugh.
Yeah. Now, what I want to say about the crisis line, I take a lot of pride in one of my jobs when I was in the emergency room at the VA was to take crisis calls. And I'm telling you, you have to love this work to do that. Because you could be faced with a veteran, and I've had on many occasions where they say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I say, you tell them your name, you try to get as much information from them as you can, and you get them to talk to you. If you talk to somebody about suicide, it will not make them commit suicide. That's one understanding. You have to talk to them and you have to get the information. And if they have a plan, so what we had to do was get somebody else while you're talking to them. And if you can I'm looking in the VA system and finding their address if they don't give it to me, and trying to get somebody there while you got them on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So that's a skill you have to, and I'm a talker. So and people find me approachable.
Right.
And so I'm able to keep them on the phone. And I remember one night, before I went home, they brought in a guy. They went and got him, brought him in, and I introduced myself. He was so mad at me. And I said, you know what? I'm so glad you're mad at me because you're still alive.
Right. Oh, because you was able to get his address and
get somebody there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Saved his life.
Wow.
So you can start a live chat if they go to veteranCrisisLine.net. That's VETERANS crisis line, and that's all together .net. You can talk to a person.
Okay.
If they want to chat. And then the crisis line is open, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
This is good.
That's
Give us one more. Give us your home run hitter right now.
Oh no.
Home run hitter.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. Can I do like 3 and 1?
3 and 1.
Okay, 3 and 1 real quick. The area on aging and disability. I'm big on the elderly because I'm an elderly now. AAAD. I know it's in Tennessee. I'm not sure if it's in all over, but try to research that out. AAAD. And then I want to talk real quick about power of attorneys. If you are a veteran, you can go to any VA hospital, walk in, and tell them you want to do a power of attorney. That the VA likes for veterans to have use their power of attorney paperwork, but you can also get a power of attorney. You can go online and do a power of attorney. And the last for my 3 and 1, advanced directives. Y'all know what that is?
Yes,
I do.
Okay.
I don't have mine yet.
And shame on you. Shame on you. Because I'm going to say this and I'm gonna get out of here. Do your wife know your wishes? Does your mother know your wishes? Who knows your wishes?
Nobody if you don't put them down.
If you don't put them down, they don't know your wishes. They don't know your wishes. I've been in the CCU so many times. I've been to people when they're doing CPR and then somebody runs in, Daddy didn't want CPR. My own story, and these papers are so important. I had to rush to Michigan. My mother was dying, and they said she wouldn't make it through the night. I had been to Detroit so many times. We did the advance directive. She did not want to be CPR. She didn't want it. And she had her wishes, and her doctor knew it. When she was going out, she was going, taking that last breath. This girl went hysterical. Help her! Help her! Somebody help her! And they didn't. They just tried to calm me down. And I knew she had advanced directive.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's good.
I went with her to get it done.
Yeah.
Dang. And when the time came,
it still don't. Yeah.
Still
don't. Yeah.
But that's much better than not having it at all, and then not everybody's confused.
Right.
And everybody, so.
Right. And it's important because I've had one of my children, I won't name them, but I had a child who said, if they don't do CPR, they're gonna have trouble. Well, in our paperwork, and I've talked to you, James, if I'm not gonna be good, what you bringing me back for?
Yeah.
And I know I had a 3-in-1, 4-in-1, and I promise. if you have children out there,
if you have what?
Children.
Okay.
And something happened to you. Who's taking care of your children?
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Because if you don't make a decision, they're going in the state.
Yeah. Lord. Yeah,
so I know this is heavy. This stuff is heavy, and when I get this is the heavier stuff, but I had to throw it in. I have so much in me. When I retired, I said, "What am I gonna do with all this stuff in me?"
Well, we got a spot for you once a month. You come, you pull up.
We're gonna do something with it. We gotta do something with it.
We're gonna get as much information out of you as we can. But before we give you the full floor and you still got the juices flowing, we're going to hit this randomizer and you're going to answer number 2909 out of
this. You hit it already? Yep, 2909.
Already. 2909.
Okay.
And it says, hold on, let me get it. 29. This could be heavy, it could be light. I hope it's light because you hit us with some heavy.
I hope it is light.
All right, this is light. Do you shout out answers at the TV when watching quiz shows?
Oh boy, listen. You already know the answer to that. You already know. Why did you do that? You know that wasn't right. Or on the Wheel of Fortune. See, I told you.
2950.
So shout out to you for that question.
That's
2909. Do you shout out the answers?
Yes.
Leave it in the comments. Leave your favorite number as well. But Mom, we really, really, really appreciate you coming out. We thank you for taking the call, taking it last minute. I hit you up literally this morning. We just started our second season. Our first season was directed mostly towards straight veterans, but when we went and looked, we found more avenues by talking to people outside of the veteran network that actually helps the veteran network, or that just have questions. So we really appreciate you taking the call and this
I
our second
loved it
season.
so much.
So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna give you the floor, and you can plug in. You got we got 30 seconds now.
Oh Lord, I can't do nothing in no 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute now.
Two. What am I saying?
Oh, they ready to play the game. All right. You got 1 minute, and you just plug in yourself, plug in where they can find you.
Okay.
Any last rounds you want, save rounds you want to get off, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Okay.
So floor is yours, Debra Elaine Jacks.
You forgot the doctor.
Dr. Debra.
Don't ever forget the doctor.
I'm not like that. Look, this has been a joy. Anytime I can share resources and help people, that's me. And you just have to know your calling. My mother-in-law used to tell me all the time, know your calling, know your niche. And I found mine. Mine is giving a resource to people, sharing information, just help somebody if you can, because you never know. So that's just my main thing. I just want to help, and now I have the space to do it as a semi-retired person. So
yeah. All right. Well, if that is gonna be all, we thank you for pulling up. PG, do you have any closing comments?
No, I cannot follow that.
I'm clocking it.
Bro, stop doing that.
I just learned this, boy. Clock it.
All right. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for coming to the show.
Most definitely.
Search up Debra E. Jacks in Facebook. You'll see her stuff there. We have her email that we will also tag in this show.
Yes.
So please, that's her email. If you have further questions or comments or concerns, please hit her up. Remember these resources, and we will find a way to get them out. Maybe we'll just do a daily post of 1 or 2 of these, just to keep them fresh on people's mind, because people need them. She wouldn't be talking about this if it didn't really happen. And so without any further ado, look, this has been a great show. Look, we love you. And there is nothing you can do about it.
All right.
We'll holler at you later.
All right.
Bye.